Hello class, I'm Professor Truett Knight, and today we'll be discussing a very serious topic, HIV. HIV is not just a medical issue, but it's also a reflection of our world's deepest inequalities and discriminations. It is about justice. Unequal access to treatment and prevention, along with stigmas and discrimination, have made it very hard to end this disease. And you better be paying close attention, because we will be having a test on this tomorrow, April 20th. That's right.
What? Professor, this is bogus. You haven't taught us anything on this subject. We haven't even done a day of work on it. How can you give us a quiz? This is so unfair.
Before we start, anyone have any questions? Anyone else? All right, Alfred?
Thank you, Professor. I was wondering why there's such a big difference around the world.
Well, Alfred, surprisingly, that was a pretty good question. When you look at it, it comes down to four main things: access to federal funding, healthcare, social structures, and poverty. You know, as you can see in the photo, the rates change drastically and have a high number in cases like Asia Pacific and Latin America, and even America. But HIV is widespread. But sub-Saharan Africa carries 2/3 of HIV cases globally due to mass extreme poverty and limited access to medicines and doctors. See, HIV can affect anyone, no matter your background, age, or gender. Most people who get HIV get it through anal or vaginal sex, sharing syringes, sharing needles, or sharing other drug injections equipment. You are much more likely to obtain HIV if you are a homosexual male, transgender, or even if you've spent time in a prison.
Yes, sir. Actually, I was wondering if you wanted any help teaching this, since you don't really know how to teach that well.
Really, Alfred? You really think that? How about you come up here and teach the whole class?
Oh, cheese and crackers. Oh, Jesus. Well, class, Professor Truett doesn't really support my teaching ways, but you guys are gonna have to listen today because I'm teaching the lesson. Stigma and bias significantly hinder access to HIV treatment by creating an environment of fear, shame, and discrimination. When individuals feel judged or marginalized because of their HIV status, sexual orientation, or lifestyle, they may avoid seeking care altogether. This is especially true in communities where misinformation and negative stereotypes about HIV persist. Healthcare providers, consciously or unconsciously, may also carry biases that affect the quality of care offered, leading to mistrust and further barriers. Ultimately, stigma and bias don't impact individuals emotionally. They contribute to poor health outcomes by delaying diagnosis, discouraging treatment adherence, and limiting access to life-saving services. Are you still with me, class? In class, you may be wondering, why the help isn't reaching anybody? Why is nobody getting treated? Well, the help isn't reaching any people affected by HIV because of a mix of social, structural, and systematic barriers. In many cases, marginalized communities, such as LGBTQ+ individuals, people who use drugs, sex workers, and all those living in poverty, face discrimination not just socially, but within healthcare systems themselves. Limited access to affordable healthcare, transportation challenges, and lack of resources exist. They're often not promoted in ways that feel safe or welcoming to people who need them most. Until we address these deeper issues of inequality and build trust within these communities, the support will continue to fall short. You know what, class? You're lucky to have me today, because I know for a fact that Professor Knight back there, who's got his hands and feet in a bag of Cheetos, would not have taught you this. Thank you.
Alfred, I'll be seeing you after class. Rest of the class dismissed.